Welcome back to Politics as Usual, episode is this 79, 80?
79.
Episode 79. Yeah, we're here. Every time I think we're not gonna know what the fuck we're talking about, Twitter provides us with some golden content. This time in the form of we'll get to that. How was everyone's weeks?
It's good, man.
Per usual, glad it's over. So yeah.
Yeah, a little housekeeping note. If I'm breaking up, it's because I already told them this, but for anyone watching, AT&T is in the process of throttling my fucking internet, bitch ass niggas.
Yeah, this man had to run out to CVS to get an AOL trial CD to get internet for 36 hours. So if it cuts out, he just has to go get another disc. So he'll be right back. Just one.
Yeah, man. It's real fucking annoying having to deal with them. Like if I had known that they were this apartment complex, I would have made sure that I went and stayed where the fuck I was with Charter, because I never had these fucking issues with Charter. Only punk ass AT&T. But anyways, yeah. So whenever we think we won't have anything to talk about, Twitter provides us with a gold mine of content. In this case, someone pointed out that James Todd Smith, also known as LL Cool J, is always doing some nut shit in his videos, or just doing some nut shit in general. These include shampooing a woman's hair in the shower while fully clothed, putting chocolate on a woman's leg, playing a woman's leg like a guitar in the club.
Hey, that was fire.
Nah, that wasn't. Sitting
the leg of the guitar, that was fire.
Nah, bro. Sitting next to a woman who was licking her kneecap, scaling a building like a cat burglar, to get into a vault that had a harem of women. That one isn't as egregious. And then there was some weird shit he did during a wrestling promo, which I don't even know how to describe it.
Hold on, man. Just watch. Like, what's he doing?
Like, yeah, man. I know Babyface had to be like, "Why am I here?" Like, you don't do that, man.
And then the promo with Booker T where he just like what?
Do you have that one?
Yeah, I do have that one actually. Glad that you asked. Yeah, hold on.
Like, that one is I don't want to do the motion because I don't want that. I don't want the image of me doing that being on the internet. But this is like I need someone to explain this to me.
Damn, I'm gonna have to find that one. I thought I saved that one.
Hold on. I think I know where it is. I know it's in the group read somewhere.
Oh yeah, I got it.
All right. This is some of the wildest shit you'll ever see.
Like what does this even mean? like what does this even mean?
Yeah, it's sucker. Yeah,
like don't
sucker.
Like, you gotta fight me if you do that in my face, because I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's disrespect.
Yeah, it has to be disrespectful, whatever it means.
You're not finna just lick the side of your hand while I'm speaking to you. Like, unless you a woman and you try to insinuate something, but I can't take that as nothing but disrespect. Because what the fuck? Who does that? Who even thinks to do that?
No, that's why Booker T is top 10 of all time, because the fact that he didn't break character right there, like consummate professional. Like, how did he not break character right there?
I have no idea. Like, and then to top it all off, LL released a video on TikTok of him responding to all these, and he basically doubled down on the foolishness. Yeah. And after everyone was like, "Oh yeah, absolutely," like the one with the chocolate. The nigga said, "Oh yeah, I actually should have had more chocolate in the paintbrush."
Yeah, the paintbrush was wild, but not even with the playing the guitar. He said, something like there was a lot of ladies around. I should have had more ladies. It should have been more legs used as guitars. Like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
He actually said his response to that when he said his dad said the heaviest thing that he ever lifted up was some legs. So LL kind of took that to heart. But like that's fire. But
yeah,
if I look over and see somebody playing a woman's leg as a guitar, I'm leaving. Like if I'm in the club and that's just wild behavior.
Like why? I'm sorry. Why was this man in the shower, fully clothed, shampooing him of his hair in the middle of a video? Like, how do you even set that up? Like so LL, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get in the shower with a tracksuit on, and you're just gonna wash it. You're just gonna wash and condition her hair. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah. Getting in the shower, like even like in these ladies who profession starts with an OF. I don't want to see no video of you in the shower with clothes on. That defeats the whole purpose of getting in the shower. Like at least do a car wash or something that's a little more friendly with having clothes on. But don't get in the shower. Like LL had a full denim suit on, like denim.
And it's like a slow reveal because you see like just the hands going through her hair, and then she like kind of turns, and you see this nigga got a full tracksuit on. Like, and you just like, why is this? Why?
And then like then there was Lee said I just read his accidental racist verse and yeah, LL is not a real person. And then Chuck said there are incredible amount of steps needed to be taken to reach that shampoo moment. Like yeah, like you that and then like another one like he's coming up out the water like with orange jeans or orange pants and an orange Kango on. Like you not doing that, fam. He like, yeah, you know, I always wanted to come up out the water, you know, see the water drip down. And like, fam, you shirtless with orange pants and an orange Kango bucket hat on, coming up out the like, why are you doing that?
The shark fin shit was wild too. The nigga had the beanie on. He's talking about, it looked like a
shark fin.
Shark, like, hey, bro, what's wrong with you, man?
Deepest bluest, my head is like a shark fin.
Like, nah, man. LL, if it wasn't like some real deal sickos in the music industry, like I'd have to ask some questions about LL. Yeah, like, obviously you never know anybody, but like the fact that LL's been around almost 40 years at this point, you ain't heard no real wild shit about him. Like the wildest shit we hear about him is the shit he does in music videos. Like,
I mean, you see the wild shit. He's displaying it for you, bro. He's like, hey, I'm gonna be nigga. Look at me.
Nigga car broke down and he got on the bus, left the keys with his mans.
Cause I was just gonna say, by all accounts, like every story you hear about him, like people are like, oh yeah, he's like really a nice guy in person. He's just a nutty nigga, man.
Well, I mean, you know, he did almost break Jamie Foxx's face.
Well, yeah.
Chuck said, I can't say that I would not be doing the same behavior in music videos given the opportunity just to keep it a buck. At the very least, I'm getting my Bobby Brown thug loving on.
Bro, I'm telling you, nigga, I would be playing the drums with these women's legs, bro. Like, I'm not mad at the guitar and a woman's legs. I might take two fucking legs and be bass drum solo.
That's not the most egregious thing. Like the other shit, like fully clothed, is where we all right, like nah, we not doing
like you lost your mind, bro. Like having wet socks is like one of the top 5 worst feelings in the world.
Worst.
And like I used to ride my motorcycle and I would get rained on, and when I got home, like nigga, I feel terrible, bro. Like having
the only thing that could make it worse was if he was in there barefoot while fully clothed, because it's like so that's where you draw the line at his socks. Like you are in this heavy ass 90s oversized denim suit ensemble getting wet and shampooing with a stocking cap on. Like to make it even more like LL's just an egregious nigga, man.
But we haven't even mentioned the greatest LL moment yet. Just imagine like the hottest freestyle. I mean the hottest remix. Like everybody's like this is in the era of like posse cuts. Like all the big names are on the song, and then you get on the track and you do this. He, blotitious, skeevy, delicious. Like what does this even mean?
Like we gotta blotitious. Skeevy,
Delicious. Give me couscous.
Damn, Hollis to Hollywood. But is he good?
Good.
I guess like the jeans. Oh, flavor like
Frey Lee. 6 out of y'all me.
Hunchback, close your eyes, try to munch that. Oil up your ankles, let your tips tap.
That's the nastiest bar of all time. Like, I don't know what roll up your ankles, let your tips tap means, but don't say that on a record, fam.
Word to my mom, tongue kissing a piranha.
Oil up your ankles, let your tips tap. That's disgusting. Like, why are you oiling your ankles? What behavior is about to go down that you have Timbs on and you need to oil your ankles?
Was he out there with the fucking crocodile hunter? I ain't never seen a nigga put a barracuda referring to the fish in the song, bro. Like maybe talking about a car, but I've never seen a nigga use a barracuda, bro. Like,
yeah, Chuck said LL on set had to be a lot of just start recording. I've got an idea moments. Like, yeah, like because there's no way you scripting that.
Like, I wonder did anybody else back in the day ever notice this shit? Like, somebody had to notice this nigga doing this nutty shit, man.
Like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Cannabis noticed, and then LL had to remind niggas who he was. So, I mean, niggas don't like I feel like there was a time in like the early to mid 90s where LL would like niggas would joke on LL, and then he'd be like, "Okay, I have to remind you niggas who I am," and then he go right back to like doing stuff like this.
The Chuck said this sound like a Raekwon verse. Hey, relax, man. But like, now I've heard people try to say that Cannabis won that, and
no way.
Listen, man. Once LL like. As Cannabis, he ain't understanding this because 99% of his fans don't exist. Like, it's over.
It's over.
Like, it's like when I hear people try to say that like KRS beat Elly, and it's like, listen, man, that rocked the mic verse. Like, it was nothing KRS could do after that. I don't care what technique or that man destroyed you in 8 bars.
Yes.
On a feature. Like, no. But yeah, not like that. That's like I don't think LL could come out and do that now. Although I'm not doubting him. I mean, I am doubting him. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think he could. Chuck said, "Can I bust?" No, had to be upset that he got smoked by such a wild. Like, yeah,
bro. Look at the career trajectory after that. Like, Cannabis was down in fucking over on KOTD with fucking notebooks trying to remember battle rhymes, bro. Like,
in a sling.
Yeah, like you would have fucked up situation, bro.
Why are you battle rapping in the sling, bro?
Dog, that was the weirdest like battle ever because he was like burping in the middle of his verses. He was like flipping through notebooks. Yeah, KRS-One is like one of the worst rappers of all time. And
no, I'm not.
So, yeah.
Like KRS is trash. And that's not even mentioning that nasty ass song that he had.
Every time I talk to my dad, bro, this nigga always reminds me of this verse that I used to rap by KRS-One.
You used to be in the car seat.
I'm like
that KRS-One song.
Like, why would you? I'm glad I don't remember that. There must be a reason that I don't remember one bar from that verse.
Memory.
Like, you was torturing me in there.
And you was like, what, 2?
I don't want to remember that. Like, that's not something that I want to hear and be like, oh, yeah, I'm a philosopher. Hey, turn that KRS-One on. No.
Chuck said, dog, that was some incredible secondhand embarrassment, and to get embarrassed like that because of Slaughterhouse. Yeah. Also, we're never getting Slaughterhouse music again. Not that any of y'all care, but if anyone that's watching cares. The two members of Slaughterhouse that you give the least amount of fucks about released an album basically dissing Joe Budden and like side-eyeing Royce. So yeah, they'll never make music again. Lee said, I'll never forget KRS saying he had a diss record ready for the top 10 ready at all times, and it's always hilarious because he would get smoked if he released it.
He would get watched 10 times if he released each one of them. So
I mean, it'd probably be 8 because the last 2 would probably just be like, I'm good.
Yeah, they'll be like, okay, I've seen everybody do enough. We're just gonna let it slide.
Like, I mean, K, no one here really said your name. Oh, really feeling guilty about something, man. That's sad to see you really just want just one more. Like, that destroyed KRS-One.
Hey, no hits since the cordless mic invention. Like, hey, bro, go home.
Yeah. Hey,
That nigga said you the first old man should get a rapper's pension. Like,
bro,
and he was right.
Pimp Juice got him out of here, man.
Like, he was right. Like, he ain't had hits since Mike's cordless. Like, that's. Hey, yeah, Chuck, relax, man. Relax.
Yeah. We don't say that name on here.
We do not. We not disrespecting the God like that, man.
They're gonna be knocking at your door, bro.
Better run.
With the Danny Myers bar. Stop. It's hammer time.
Hammer time. Like, yeah, nah. Chuck, I don't want to see. Chuck, I don't want to see that man pulling up on you with your crib, man. You ain't lived long enough yet, man. You're still too much for you out there to do, man. Just leave that alone. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, LL a wild nigga, man. I mean, we should have known that when he was playing a nigga named Marion in the house.
Bro, yeah. You know what else makes him wild? Like, this nigga would be a perfectly good sweatpants and just roll one leg up. Like,
just roll one leg up, man.
Like, why are you rolling one leg of your sweatpants? Like, if you have on sweatpants, I'm assuming it's cool outside.
But so we're doing it with jeans. Like, was doing it with bootcut jeans too. Like, do you know the time and effort it takes to roll up a pair of bootcut jeans
heavy denim
make it stay?
That nigga was putting that heavy starch on there, bro.
Like, that was the wildest. I remember the middle school we went to the year we did live with our mom, and like they said students to school could do that because it was like gang related. We was like, huh? How is that gang related?
That's so out of touch.
But yeah, rolling up one pair of bootcut denim, a pair of bootcut denim is sick. Like, and it didn't move. No matter what that man did, that roll was not budging off of his fucking leg. That's sick.
Bro, it was an aerodynamic cuff. Like, it never moved. like it was stationary.
Like, that shit defied the laws of physics. Like, it wasn't no moving that motherfucker. Yeah, LL sick nigga, man. Oil up your ankles, let your tip. I forgot all about that line. I can't think of a scenario where I would ever need to just oil up my ankles or to tell somebody to oil up their ankles.
If you put on Tim's, nobody's gonna see your fucking ankles, and you better have on socks high enough that cover your ankles. Like, you're not wearing no Tim's with no ankle socks, bro.
Because like, what's the context? Like, is letting your Tim's tap a good thing? And why do I have to oil up? And why do I have to oil my ankles before that?
Like just the juxtaposition of those two bars back to back is just nasty. Like, that's a sick. Like, if you walk up to a nigga on the street and tell them to oil up their ankles and let their Tim's tap, you might get shot.
Like, I really want to know what was going through that nigga's mind when he was writing them raps. Like, I'm not saying the man do drugs, but he had to be on some type of drugs, man. Because there's no way.
And then he had a Twitter thread trying to explain it, talk about skeevy. Yeah, the whip the whip rides like it's on ski -v. Nigga, that's not what you meant.
No,
that's not what you meant.
No.
That's not what you meant, LL. Stop lying.
No,
that isn't the case.
Fucking
tissues.
Because even with Camp Low and like Ghostface Killers and like their nonsensical verses, like, at least like a phrase makes sense, right? Like, the individual phrase makes sense. But give me a couscous, love me good. Hollis the Hollywood, but is it good? Like, what does that mean?
It means nothing. Like, I can't even listen to that verse without just overlaying Jay-Z's From His Flavor in Your Ear freestyle on there, because he flipped that entire rhyme scheme and made it better. Lee said, sort of random, but y'all can do an entire episode on Joel's terrible bars on this new album. My man's is impressively still horrendously trash after all this time. It's truly
impressively still horrendously trash.
This man is so trash that it's
Joel done has some of the worst. Like Joel has had some of the worst bars of all time. Like this nigga said, and I still keep a tech in my Jan Sport. So who the fuck said I don't do it for the backpackers? What? Like, what does that mean? Oh, hold on. We tweeted a bunch of Joel bars one day. Let me see if I can find this shit. Cause it's nasty, man. I don't know how the fuck he was letting Slaughterhouse, honestly.
And that was the wild part when them niggas was talking about like you don't want Lupe to replace this nigga, but you just letting this fuck nigga hang around, bro.
Will there ever come a day where they can slay me? I don't know. 5th month, black and yellow insect, maybe.
Hold on, man. Just AJ from the top. You got to say that again because we have to break this down.
Will there ever come a day where they can slay me? I don't know. 5th month, black and yellow insect, maybe.
Like, I really don't have words right now.
Like, bro, you did all that to say maybe, bro.
Oh, Cricket, I do the same shit. This nigga on the song said drug abusing 4th grader. I mean a loaded 9.
Hey, you know what? That is from the school of fucking Lil Wayne, bro. Them are Lil Wayne bars right there, bro.
Another one from Joel. So though I'm not done, like a marijuana cipher, bring that joint back.
Bro, did the joint leave, bro? Like where did the joint go, bro? That you have to bring it back, bro.
Oh shit. Oh,
that's pretty damn terrible.
Like, you can't pass the joint around,
bruh. Like all over that first like Slaughterhouse. Like now, Joel had a period where he was like rapping, like pretty decent, and then yeah. Chuck, go ahead. Ryan.
I was about to say he reaches too often when he just raps. Like he's an okay rapper, but too often he tries to like he makes some like Reed Richards like astronomical reaches. Like when he reaches, like it's terrible.
Maybe. Nigga, what? Chuck said, "Bless you for even listening to that album." Yeah, I did it so no one else would have to. I knew Lee was gonna listen to it, but I had to listen to it for myself. And then Chuck said, "I see why Joe got so upset when Joel said support the album."
So it's really just Joel and Crooked Eye.
Yep.
Who wants that?
Or nothing.
What'd you say?
They don't have no features or nothing.
Oh, my internet must have fucked up.
No, dude. No, you still here?
Hey, I thought all y'all niggas froze. Now I said, are there any features on the album
from niggas you never heard of?
Oh,
like nobody you want to hear rap,
bro. You know, on like the Temptations miniseries when like Eddie and with like Eddie Kendricks and like David Ruffin formed their own Temptations. I guess they could go get like Nino Bless and then then like what's the other random nigga like graphing somebody and create like another Slaughterhouse.
RJ Payne or somebody.
And then you know. And then Joe Budden and Royce can create their Slaughterhouse, and it could be like 2 Slaughterhouses.
Oh yeah. Lee said there's a no New Orleans bar on this album, and I lost about 2 hours of sleep because of it last night. Yeah, I heard that when I was like, come on, man. Chuck said Royce said he wouldn't do it without Joe, and I wonder if that's because he knew what first he would get without him. Cricket actually has some decent verses on this, but yeah, nah, fam. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Speaking of hating on your own teammates, it came out this week that Carson Wentz during the Eagles Super Bowl run was griping to his fellow injured players that he was upset at the Eagles playoff success without him. At the time, it was alleged, but apparently there has been something else that has come out that has made that more official, according to Ronnie.
Yeah, LeGarrette Blount went on a podcast because somebody asked him about it. He said Darren Sproles, all of 5'6", was about to get at this man with the torn ACL because remember, we only had Corey Clement and LeGarrette Blount for like the Super Bowl run. And Jay Ajayi. So yeah, little 5'6" Darren Sproles was really about to get at this man. And kind of like the help the bear situation, like people were holding back Darren Sproles. So he was about to get at this man because, like, each step, and you remember he got hurt, like, if I'm not mistaken, like the last week before the playoffs. So each step of the way, as Nick Foles is getting through the playoffs, because remember the Eagles had to play the wild card game. Each step of the playoffs, he was hating. He's like, man, I can't believe they winning without me. I can't believe they winning without me. So Darren Sproles just got tired of it and went at this man because there's some astronomical hate. Like, you can't even be happy for your team. You just like, it ain't me starting. So he said, I don't even want the Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, Chuck, I just sent you a link. And the blog, which is a Philadelphia Eagles blog, said we don't know who the player was that confronted him, but I think it's Darren Sproles. So the fact that LeGarrette Blount went and confirmed that Darren Sproles was about to whoop this man ass is hilarious. But that got me to thinking: what are some of the best like hating in sports moments?
Hey, look, before we get into the sports, I played soccer for varsity 3 years in high school. There was this guy on my team named Steven Sanders, and I can't remember if we was juniors or we was seniors. This nigga would hope and wish, and then in practice when the starters was going against the reserve, this nigga would try to injure anybody on the back line he could so he could start, bro. That was my first taste of the hate, bro. This nigga did not give a fuck. He's like, hey, I'm going to kick your shin. I'm not wearing no shin protectors, bro. Like, I'm trying to take somebody out so I can be in the starting lineup senior year, bro.
That is.
I know that gentleman. That's some hateful shit, man.
That's some hateful shit, man.
Yeah, the first one I thought of was Scottie Pippen and Mike, what they did to poor Tony Kukoc in the '92 Olympics.
If
you don't know the story. Tony Kukoc had been drafted by the Bulls but stayed in Europe, and Jerry Krause, who legendarily had the ire of both Mike and Scottie for all of his fuckery, essentially would praise Tony Kukoc to no end. And so when they played, I think it was Croatia. I don't know if it was Croatia or whatever the team was. Mike and Scottie basically just said, we'll guard him. So he had two of the 3 or 4 greatest perimeter defenders just hounding him for an entire game for no reason other than the fact that they hated the man who drafted him and praised him regularly. And they embarrassed this man.
They lit candles. They turned on the Teddy P. They caressed that man the entire game. Like, it was like they did that man dirty. And I'm glad they brought it up again during the last dance because they did that man dirty. They wanted to make him a point. Like Mike said, you think he? All right, let me show you. So they did that man
you think he
dirty.
Good?
Okay,
like that's some like extreme hate. That's like dirty macking, like with sports. Like this your man, this your new nigga.
Okay,
all right, bet. let me pull up a stunt on his ass, right fast. Like, and just imagine how you feel. Like, you got Pippen guarding you, who already is a great defender without being an insane psychopath. Hey, Lee had a new one last night. Our basketball euphemisms are getting out of hand, but Lee said last night the Sixers were getting whispered too loud.
Hey, like the man explaining crypto coin in the club, like.
Like that Moneybag Yo Ari picture where
bruh.
Yeah, nah. They roughly caressed that man in the Olympics for the entirety of the game.
Oh, you know how much hate you must have in your heart to say, like, we gonna lower this man's stock. Like, we gonna change your opinion of him.
Like, but that's like Pippen is already a great defender without being a psychopath. Now just add old Cheese Eyes into the mix. A young athletic Cheese Eyes, like 28-year-old Cheese Eyes to do this.
Yeah, like Scottie Pippen is your appetizer, right? And then here comes MJ guarding the next. You're like, all right. You're like, bet Pippen's switching off me. I'm good. All right, here comes MJ now.
Here comes this psychopath with his lemon colored eyes.
And Tony Kukoc is like what 6'9", 6'10"?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jordan, yeah. Astronomical hate.
What was the other one? I had what'd you say?
I was gonna say when David Stern stopped Chris Paul from getting traded to the Lakers.
Oh yeah, that changes the course of the NBA, actually. Like that is wild.
Yeah.
Like Chris Paul's legacy would be totally different. Kobe, I don't know. Kobe's legacy will probably be even great. Like Kobe might be able to rival Mike for the GOAT if Chris Paul gets over there. Like prime Chris Paul. Like look what Chris Paul is doing now. He old as hell. Like imagine him in his prime with fucking Kobe, bro.
I mean, because when they got Nash, like Kobe basically had to run point and like went so hard that he blew his fucking Achilles out, just trying to get them niggas to the playoffs. So, and that was with Nash and Dwight bum ass there. Like, just imagine if you had Chris Paul and Dwight, they're definitely much better. Another one I had was them keeping it Dream Team still, but them niggas keeping Isaiah Thomas off.
Yeah, that's one for the ages right there. And it's so much so that the way Isaiah responds to it, like, because now, like, to kind of like hype himself up, like he tries to say that the Pistons weren't as good as people thought they were, and he was the one. So like the way that they're going about it, like the amount of hate. Also, I just thought of one. Have y'all watched Winning Time on HBO?
Not yet. I did read an article in the Athletic talking about that it's over dramatized, like some of the shit that's going on.
No, it is, but I mean, something that did happen in real life. Norm Nixon, astronomical hater. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
astronomical hater. Yeah.
And Magic got that nigga traded because Magic was like, "Nah, I'm going to Detroit if y'all let me run point." Oh yeah, recent one. James Harden and Kyrie.
Oh yeah.
Hell, Ben Simmons and Joel. They said Ben Simmons was taking Joel was taking that nigga Ben Simmons hoes. Like like they said they was like going after the same chicks and Joel was
bruh. Delonte West and LeBron, like, come on, bruh.
See, that's on another level.
I don't even know if that's hating as much as just
that's not,
bruh.
As just being a different breed of nigga. And shout outs to Delonte West, man. He's getting some help. I saw someone put up a video.
Yeah, he's hooping again.
Court. Yeah. So shout outs to that man. But yeah, man. What up, Chuck?
Yo, what's good? You know why I'm here. AJ. You know what subject I got to speak on when we get to it.
Yeah, we can, unless somebody got some more.
No, we ain't got to rush to it. I was just saying.
Oh no, because I feel like we are on the same page here, and I feel like I'm gonna have some takes to get off too. So
yeah, you right. Kyrie was playing the hardest defense of his life on Harden last night. Like, oh, you gonna give me the shot yourself, huh, motherfucker?
Hey. Every time it's pressure, that nigga James Harden buckle every single time, bro.
And go party with Lil Baby and Dirk afterwards. Did anyone see the video? Harden talk about he used during the playoffs he was kicking it with Lil Baby and them in the studio. Talk about like he needed to experience this. Like, nigga, are you dropping a mixtape? Like
he said he stayed out till like 5 a.m. and then went straight to practice.
Went to shoot around at like 7 in the morning. I'm like, hey, what the fuck is wrong with you,
I need to be around for this. Nigga, are you dropping a mixtape or something? Like, you need to soak this in. That's more important than your career. Like,
At
and to
least
be
you can
around
see
Ghost,
you can see exactly why he can't ascend to the next level, bro. He told you.
could you
Yeah,
imagine?
James Harden
This
is not
nigga
him.
name is the ghost of Mike P.
I gotta watch that battle. I missed the shit when it was live.
You do not need to watch that
Hey,
battle.
it just dropped on the URL at
Yeah, I
today,
know.
I think.
I know.
Oh,
Lee
man.
said lost years of his prime for some boo boo. Can you imagine Kobe Bryant like being on his team and find it? Like, could you imagine if Kobe was on one of those Rockets teams and found that out? Like, he would go hunt that man down.
Kobe would have Kobe would have had to jump back in the studio himself. Like he would have ended that man. Like just nah.
Kobe would have started rapping in Italian again. Would have been giving him rapper hands from the Brian McKnight video.
Oh.
Rest in peace to Kobe, man. Oh shit. But yeah, we could jump to the football transactions. The biggest news of the week, which is saying something because there was a lot of news this week. The nasty nigga in Houston, Deshawn Watson, will not be facing criminal charges, which is a whole bunch of topics, like niggas suddenly believing in the criminal justice system for whatever reason. But Chuck is particularly affected because now it looks like that, and I'm affected too, because it looks like that nasty nigga is going to be coming to the Panthers, and I can't be in the same metropolitan area as that shit. Fuck.
Let me ask y'all a quick question, because this is where I give my opinion, because like, you know, I feel like I said, my man Charles, I feel like we on the same page. Answer this question for me: Which team has 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a second-year quarterback who is from Houston?
The Eagles. Bye.
Exactly.
D.
Who could D? Goodbye. D. But no, who can beat out that package? Seriously, who can beat that package?
Tepper gonna try.
You think that's happening though?
Howie in so many words said last year, like, "Oh yeah, I'm waiting on Deshaun to get cleared," because the moment it happens, and then it already came out that they were trying to get Russ earlier this week, but Russell Wilson's like, "I'm not trading my I'm not basically taking off my no trade clause for this. Like I'm good on y'all." So it's happening.
But like, I'll preface it by saying, first and foremost, fuck that nigga Watson. But do you
Exactly.
think he'll choose to go because he has a no trade clause? Do you think he would choose to go there?
Okay, so let's talk about this. Like, who are like his serious suitors? Like, let's get that out the way first.
Carolina.
Like, I feel like Carolina. You could say
Steelers.
You could say Mike Tomlin wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Mike Tomlin wouldn't.
I think he might.
Mike. See, Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is like one of those like character guys.
That's true.
I don't see like I don't.
He put up with Antonio Brown bullshit for all them years.
No, he didn't.
But you see what happened. He got him out of there, and you saw what happened after he left.
Yeah,
he was doing a lot of work to keep.
He got Le'Veon out of here.
Bro.
He got Antonio Brown out of here. Like, yeah, and it's funny because Ryan Clark was on. He and Ryan Clark were on that More Than the Athlete podcast, and Antonio Brown said he got in a fight with Dick LeBeau, 75-year-old Dick LeBeau. But anyway,
75-year-old Dick LeBeau.
Why you fighting 75-year-old Dick LeBeau, man? And and not for nothing, Dick LeBeau might have got a couple hits in on that nigga too.
Yeah, no, and that's what he said. He was like, man, this is a NFL Hall of Famer. That man will hit me hard. Yeah.
Dick LeBeau was giving that nigga body shots, bro.
So like I said, serious suitors. I feel like Panthers, Dolphins, Eagles. I feel like those are like.
If he said the Browns.
See, I don't. Nah,
because
you think the Browns are done with old Baker?
No, I think they've been saying that we're gonna pick up his 5th-year option, but they're saying bringing in a veteran quarterback is not out of the picture either. And then I just seen a report earlier that said a lot of some NFL GMs said a lot of NFL GMs would love to have Baker Mayfield. So please, Houston, if you're one of those NFL GMs, You can come get the nigga, bro. I'll help pack his shit. Shoot progressive commercials in Houston, baby.
I think they probably mean just a veteran to help him.
No, they said as a starting quarterback.
No, they said no. Cleveland came out and said that they're like they're all options for quarterback are on the table. Was basically.
Dang, I didn't realize it went that bad for him, bro.
Ooh,
that's rough.
Well, he like one of the media people, like Mary Cabbage, she's been like covering the Browns for like 20-some years, and he done got into it with her. So he's like rubbing all the wrong people the wrong way.
He messing up all over. Okay, yeah. Making the city turn against him.
I mean, if his play wasn't doing that already.
All right.
But
it is beautiful that Odell went and got a ring. Hot off all.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, like niggas been saying, man, sometimes you got to leave Ohio to flourish. But I just don't. I'm a former Panthers. I don't want that nigga in Charlotte. It's hard enough being single out here dating, but with that nasty nigga roaming the streets.
Let's go ahead and talk about how down bad Panthers fans are right now. All right. So we come in, the season ends with Sam Darnold, right, as your only quarterback under contract. Only one. Cam's out. PJ Walker didn't have a contract at the time. He just got one, I think just a year extension or something. And the height of your conversation about your next year is Kirk fucking Cousins as an option, right? Like that's the excitement that they're trying to build up with. Like they're considering and reaching out about Kirk Cousins with the contract that he has. And then this happens with Deshaun Watson. I don't know. The reason why I wanted to come on to talk about this is because this might be my last time talking about the Panthers as a fan. like it's all bad. Like the bright side of it is horrible. Say even if Watson, none of the stuff happened with him. Like just say none of the legal troubles happened, right? The Panthers are probably about to give up 3 first-rounders and at least one of their rookie contract stars on defense. At least one of them, maybe 2 of them. And their defense, even with those people, wasn't like top tier. So they're gonna have Deshaun Watson to do what? Be garbage in the NFC South?
I do think that. I mean, because Watson with like no talent was cooking with the Texans, so I do think the Panthers are a much talented football team. And the NFC South is pretty much depleted. Like you gonna fear fucking
NFC South is doo-doo.
You gonna fear like who's the white boy? Taysom Hill? Like we not fearing Taysom Hill, and they gonna have a new coach, new system. Matt Ryan. You don't fear Matt Ryan with Calvin Ridley gambling ass. Like you're not about to fear him. Tampa Bay.
You're right.
Tampa Bay. You don't know who the quarter. So this might be y'all chance to strike it.
Hey. You are 100% correct, but I feel like the ceiling for that is they go 8-8 undefeated in the NFC South with an extra win.
You get you a home playoff game, and then
next thing you know, Deshaun is back on the massage table getting caressed on primetime TV. But let's break down the Eagles because I think. Sir Howie Roseman thinks that the Eagles are in a different place than they are. First of all, Jason Kelce just announced he's coming back for 1 more year. So that means he's like done after next year. We're about to trade Fletcher Cox, the top D lineman. You have and true enough, a Pro Bowler, but still an aging Darius Slay as the next best defender. They overachieved last year. Like this isn't a 1 quarterback away team. So when they went for Russ, I was like, yeah, I don't really see that. So, and this is and like I can seriously say like I would be saying this like in most situations, like I've seen what Jalen could do, and I'm saying this team isn't good enough to be demanding more from a quarterback right now. So just ride it out, see if he gets better. Then in next year's draft, Like next year is going to be a quarterback heavy draft. Then do something. But for now, and to bring and you got to stand for something, man. This nasty ass nigga, man. Like bringing him in, like kind of like you say, if they do that and trade away like this capital that they've built, like 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, which can all go to address like areas of need. Like you could build a young team to trade that away for this nasty ass nigga, which I feel like they're strongly about to do. Like, yeah, I will be done with this team forever.
This nasty ass nigga just posted for the first time in a year or two on Twitter.
What do you say?
When you stand on truth, the Lord will set you free, or the Lord will free you. And truth, Lord, and free are capitalized.
I heard this post the court thing. I heard him talk after that, and he was like, "The Lord God." As soon as he said that, I was like, "All right, I'm gonna just cut this off." I know where this is going.
This nigga is about to turn into Ray Lewis, man. He's about to turn into post-stabbing Ray Lewis.
Oh man!
Because Ray Lewis, we know you did it. We know you did it.
That nigga about to be shooting commercials at the fucking Church of the Highlands, bro. Oh.
As a former Panthers fan, I don't know why the Panthers wouldn't just go get somebody like Mariota for a year.
Bruh, I'd never
next year.
I never thought I would be praying to have Mitchell Trubisky as
Mitch Trubisky, dog. That's how damn bad you like, yo, I'll take Mitch Vick.
Like get Mitchell, get Mariota, get Tyrod Taylor, get somebody, any one of them, anybody but Kirk Cousins. I'm glad Carson Wentz off the table, and that's my former coach, so I feel like I should still feel
hands down.
Because.
But like, dog, it's like Tepper is trying to double down on the mistake he made in the draft last year. And it's like you shouldn't have guaranteed Darnold's 5th-year option for any reason whatsoever.
That was the dumbest decision they could have made.
But you're in a quarterback heavy draft. There's a quarterback there that you don't have to trade to get. It literally fell to your lap. So now you've got the best problem in the world to have, which is 2 quarterbacks.
Even
one's
still,
trash.
Bro, like, don't give him the 5th-year option because say he performs well, man. If somebody outbid you for Sam Darnold after he performs okay for 1 year, cool. Like that's perfectly fine. You don't have that contract hanging over you, and you can actually be more flexible. But Tepper is contradicting everything that he has said since he came on as the owner of the Panthers.
Because he wants a quarterback.
Like his whole, Rome wasn't built in a day, being patient, playing the long game, all of that shit went out the window. And we ended up with Sam Darnold over there just shitting it up. And we're sitting here talking about Kirk Cousins as an option. Like, bro, like what happened? And like just to look at the young players on the team and see all of y'all about to be wasted. This is gonna be horrible.
That nigga Watt tweeted. He said, I know Robbie Anderson was pissed as hell. That nigga got away from Sam Darnold, had a career year.
They got it right back.
To show back up. Nigga was like, I'm free, and Darnold was like, Robbie. Nigga said, Robbie. Oh no.
Robbie might be getting traded to the Patriots. I saw some
know.
Little rumblings about that. I'm sure he happy.
He's probably happy as hell, all right. But like, yeah, I don't understand. Like, if this is a year where the quarterback options are shit, we knew that last year, but it the quarterback market is bad when the Commanders traded. I still can't believe that's their fucking name. When the Commanders actually traded and took on $28 million out of their $33 million in cap availability. Bro. For Carson fucking Wentz, and made the same mistake Philly did and said, yeah, if you play 70% of the snaps, we'll convert this second into a third. You just saw how badly that ended for Indianapolis. Why would you do this here? And then teams looking at Mitch Trubisky like he's a legit option. Like people,
he ain't played nothing but a few snaps, like 6 snaps.
Maybe it was Matt Nagy. Like,
at least it resulted in one of the best tools about football.
If it's one thing I know in the NFL, is if you get drafted in the first round and you're a white quarterback, you're going to get you a good 7-8 years, but niggas is just going to keep taking a chance on you. Like,
I can fix them.
Except for Josh Rosen.
Yeah, except for Josh.
Yeah,
Rosen.
he's not the only one, and Johnny Manziel, but that's because he was nutty off the field. Like I think
that nigga out here doing coke on bye weeks and shit.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. How old is Carson Wentz? Without looking.
28, ain't he?
29, 30 in December. When he came into the league, he was 24. That man is no good.
He's not changing.
We had to shut him down like the last few weeks of his rookie season because his arm was shot. They like Doug Peterson said, Carson can't throw anymore. This is like you know, like, and I'm gonna feel bad for saying this, but you know how you see like those like African soccer players, they really be 33, but they come up in the youth league and pretend to be 18. That's Carson Wentz. His body is breaking down already. Dude, like, but they keep giving this man a chance. He is terrible.
I like the only the biggest analog I could think of is like Jeff Green, who's like who's 36, but like
next year,
2 years. No, Jeff Green's 36.
No. I'm saying next year because that's what people can say. Next year you're gonna put it all together.
Yeah, they'd be like, hey, like every time somebody signs Jeff Green, you see the beat writers around the team like, hey, you know, if Jeff Green can put it all together, like that, he 36. Like, there's no more putting it together. Like, he's beyond his prime. Like, that's not how this works. Like, yeah. Or the love affair with Devontae Graham, and now the media, I've noticed it. Like, now the CJ McCollum's there, everyone's like, yeah, Devontae Graham is trash, and it's like almost 30-year-old 6-foot point guard. Yes, he's trash. That's how that works. Like, he's not gonna get any better than what he is. But the nasty nigga's gonna get a chance somewhere. He's about to become the most biblical, holy nigga in the league. That nigga gonna be leading prayer before every game, and the league's gonna fall for it.
Yeah,
the league's gonna fall for it.
I love the tweet. Probably one of the best tweets I've seen about the NFL in a while. Where after the trade, somebody said, "I've never seen a third round pick get traded for fourth quarter picks."
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's hate of the year right there.
Yeah. That's real though.
Right. I mean, it's fast, but that's still some hate though.
I mean,
that was beautiful.
Listen, man, like right now, like my top hate of the year is that, and WAP saying he pray every night James Harden don't get a ring, because that was so simple, but so. Like I feel that level of hate, like to just be like.
I'm impressed that he's praying for that. Like I feel like that's additional effort that you don't really need to be putting out there.
But it's like insurance stuff. It's like
that's true. That's true.
It's like, look, just in case this nigga get it together, let me add some.
Like I said, sometimes you gotta pray for a nigga downfall. Sometimes, like
we ain't been the same as a country.
That's a Carson Wentz quote.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna the way Harden been moving. I was happy as hell last night. Kyrie was busting that nigga ass. Kyrie done unlocked a defensive badge on 2K. Like, this nigga like Ian Harden up. Harden went 3 for 17, bro.
Like, when I saw the way Kyrie was playing, I'm like, oh, this nigga is pissed. Like, I ain't never seen him
bring out playoff Harden
like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this nigga Kyrie.
I never seen him play defense.
This nigga outside of that block, untouched jersey Kyrie, bro. Like, where you been, bro?
Whatever that was. Oh, my internet fucked up.
Nah.
Oh yeah, he out of here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm back. Yeah. As soon as I started, I'm like, yep, I saw fee circle square with black, yo square with black. Then I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. Fuck ass AT&T.
But yeah, that and then KD and fucking Kyrie like, oh yeah, Ben's our guy. We got him in our hearts. We're not letting him lose. I'm like, hey,
we really wanted to support him last night. This nigga been on the team for 2-3 weeks. What you mean? I ain't suited up yet.
That nigga over there, the fucking Louis Vuitton RIP Virgil hockey jersey, man. Y'all talk about y'all support this nigga, man.
Hey, they said that nigga ain't showed up late for shooting around because he was kicking it with Lil Baby.
Yeah.
Hey, and Lil Durk album just dropped today. I know Harden was out in the streets last night with that nigga, bro.
He was.
They showed him in the club celebrating.
Yeah.
After the loss.
He was.
Yeah, how you lost and you in the club celebrating?
That nigga said rose for everybody. God damn it.
That nigga said that nigga got LeBron quote stuck in his head. Yeah, You know, I wake up tomorrow and not me. The people hating on me wake up and they still got the same. Yeah, that's some of the best shit ever too.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean,
Brown was in this bag with that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Villainous Brian, I enjoyed that time of his, bro. Like, I enjoyed it. Like, when everybody was hating on that nigga.
Again, we were a better country when niggas was preying on niggas' downfalls.
Like, we need more hate as a country.
Like, I pray on James Borrego and Cody Martin's downfall every single day. Like, it's to the point that I'm actively rooting against my team because I want Borrego to be fired. That's how bad I want that man to fail. Is I need it was a point where Jim Harbaugh was like, Shea Patterson, I prayed on his downfall. And most of the niggas who downfall I pray on play for my team, which is fucked up. But that just goes to show y'all I ain't got no bias about me. I will hate on any fucking body.
Bro, I really used to be in the front of the TV like Carson Wentz, throw an interception so you show these niggas you a fraud. Please. show these niggas you not what they say you are. Please. Like,
hey, look, man,
that's what we need.
I just rooted for the Rams and OBJ to win that Super Bowl so I could get Baker off my team. Like I prayed for that, man.
This is healthy hate. We need it. We need more of it.
Yeah, listen, man. Hating is healthy. Like, hating is like, that's why I resent the notion. Like, and me and B Will talked about this when niggas been on Twitter talking about this the year of hate. Hate can't become mainstream because if hate is mainstream, it's just an opinion. Like, hating has to be like from a minority of people. Everybody can't hate. Like me, Lee, B Will, Chuck on Batman, like
it's gotta be focused and impactful, bro.
Like hate is Tyron Turner on the corner. Everybody else admiring the whip passing by, but Tyron Turner on the corner eating a banana. I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
I don't like that shit. That's the hate we need. Like, you standing out with your hate. You are in the minority of hate.
Yeah, nah, man. We can't, like, if everybody start dirty macking, then like, what's the point of dirty macking? Like, everybody can't do that. Chuck, whose downfall have you prayed on aside from like Bruce Wayne?
I was just about to say just Bruce Wayne.
Actual people.
I'm gonna have to think about that for a minute.
Last year, I wanted Chris Paul to get a ring so bad, I couldn't even be objective in the finals. I was hating on Giannis so bad, and this nigga Giannis was making me eat fucking crow every night, scoring fucking 40, 50 points, bro.
Yeah, that man Giannis on a different level.
Yeah, that nigga was determined, bro.
Yeah, I ain't want Chris Paul to win. I don't even like the Bucks. I was like, nah, Chris Paul can't get a ring, bro. That nigga be out here punching people in the nuts like that. We can't have that.
Yeah, it's crazy to say this, but I don't think people realize how good he is. Like, he's seriously one of the greatest point guards of all time. But I hate that nigga, and I never want him to succeed. I'm glad that he reached the final, got so close, and still couldn't do it.
And now his team is out here like giving niggas games without the two best players, and it's like, yeah, these niggas might, unless his hamstring just goes out again.
Yeah,
but like someone asked the other day, that was like, who's the best between him, Kid, and Nash? And I'm like, yeah, it's Chris Paul. Like, what he did in 2008 is obscene. Like, that nigga had the Hornet, the Pelicans at the time, the Hornets, second in the West. That was the year Kobe won the MVP because they was like, well, we got to get this nigga one. That nigga Chris Paul was averaging like 22 and 12 or something like that. And the second best player was David West.
I know niggas will probably say, like, because Steve Nash is more decorated, but both his MVPs are fraudulent, bro. I'm sorry.
One of them should have been Shaq's and one of them should have been Kobe's.
Like, it's no reason that nigga should have got there. And I was a Steve Nash fan. Like, NBA Live 06, I bust your ass with the Suns, with Nash and Joe Johnson, etc. But no, that man is fraudulent, bro. It's definitely Chris Paul.
I remember.
See, this is a night that's bad for me on hate because the Hornets are winning by a good margin, and Devontae Graham ain't playing like shit. Like, they playing the Pelicans, and this nigga is actually shooting well. And like, I don't win tonight. Like, Borrego gets to keep his job, and Devontae Graham don't look like shit. Like, this is a bad night for me as a hater because, like, the best option would have been the Pelicans win. Of course, CJ McCollum had to go test positive for COVID, but the Pelicans should have won. Devontae Graham played like shit. That would have made me happy. as a Hornets.
Give it time. Give it time. It'll come back around.
Oh no, they're gonna get dusted in the fucking play-in game, and that's gonna be that.
But I remember who my last target of hate was, and it was Mac Jones before he was drafted, and it was because
they had
as a
former.
Not even that, as a former Alabama fan, I just hate Alabama fans. And that's why. Because like I was, just having a conversation about the top quarterbacks in that draft, and people would just jump in there like, but Mac Jones though. And I'm like, what the fuck does he have to do with the top 10 in this draft, bro?
Look, we can pull up the footage. I was like I was flabbergasted that this man nearly went 3rd overall. Oh, that's
I don't believe that though.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe
like Bomani Jones made the best point. He said if you believe Kyle Shanahan is smart, if you think he would trade all of that to get Mac Jones, who would be available where the 49ers are picking, then you're telling me you think Kyle Shanahan is stupid.
Yeah, that made no sense to me. That was one of the most ridiculous takes after they did that trade. People talking about some Mac Jones as a target.
It's like he's going
target
to be there. No one's going to
target where in the 2nd round. Target. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Look, that really wasn't the smoke screen because
I really do think it was. It makes no sense.
Nah, because Phil Simms had got on a couple podcasts. Phil Simms, I think, was close with his dad and was like, "Nah, they really was considering that nigga."
Him and Chris Simms, like, they have each other's initials tattooed on their ankles. Like, him and Chris Simms is tight. So, like, but I think. Like they were roommates in college. Like, yeah, it's real weird. It's real weird with them. But I think he was putting that out there. I don't think for 1 minute Kyle Shanahan actually wanted him. I don't think that for 1 second.
Not in the top 5, bro.
Like I think he wanted him if they would have stayed where they were. I don't remember what pick they had, but you're not trading away like what was it? 3 first-round picks to take that nigga? When he's gonna be that would be stupider than what Gutekunst did for Jordan Love. Trading up to get him when no one wanted him.
Listen to this though. They drafted a quarterback knowing that he would definitely sit at least a year at 3. So for me, it's not far-fetched that they would draft Mac Jones at 3. Like that.
But there's a ceiling difference between them though.
I agree. No, I wholeheartedly agree.
The only reason you can take him is because you have Jimmy G there. Like, if they don't have Jimmy G there, then I don't think that they consider it. But yeah, unless you think Kyle Shanahan is stupid, I don't think that was for real for 1 second after they made the trade. I think Chris Simms like took or he was doing his boy a solid and was like, yeah, let me put this out here for you. So, but I don't even know why you would do that because you knew where the first 2 teams were going. So
yeah,
I don't know, but. I mean, if you're gonna trust anybody, a nigga that has Kyle Shanahan's initials tattooed on his ankle,
and then you know what I'll add is also extra crazy because Mac Jones was not attached to any of the teams ahead of them, other than the Panthers, before the trade. So to jump that far also seems even more ridiculous to me.
Like you
for him specifically,
you mortgage your future to get a nigga that nobody but Bill Belichick was interested in, and even Bill Belichick is at his pro day. Like after he threw that ball to hit the fucking rafter, Bill Belichick like,
like, and once again, like going back to who they drafted, because once again, like I am actually a Trey Lance truther. Like I said, I am the weirdo that watches South Dakota State in the D2 playoffs. Like I am that nigga watching those games on.
I ain't with you that much.
Yeah, I know you ain't with me that much. But if the and let's be real here, if the 49ers did not draft Trey Lance, where would he have been drafted?
Oh, I was just about to say that. I don't think he was going. Unless
I don't think he wasn't attached. Carolina's the only one that I can really think of he was maybe even closely attached to, but I think they had even said something that made people think they weren't interested. Like they were more interested in Fields or Mac Jones. So
like I don't know. Lance, I think he would have been there. I always felt that way.
He would have. Yes.
Y'all think the Falcons would have picked him?
Nah.
If they ain't take Fields who from there, they wouldn't. I don't think they would have taken him. Because I mean, Fields was like thought of to be like a potential number one pick outside of but the Jets fell in love with Zach Wilson, and then it was from there. It was basically who are the Niners going to take? Is it Lance or Fields? And the other was going to fall, and then Mac Jones was just going to be left over to whoever was desperate enough to take his ass.
So, no disrespect. I feel like he's okay. I think he went in a perfect spot, and I think it was a better situation for him. I think he went.
I think if he goes to any other team, they would have regretted that decision. But I think Bill is the one coach who can take a dude because that. Bill can control him. It's all right. You ain't finna do shit that I don't allow you to do, and that's fine.
And then I mean, he seems like the type of quarterback that really don't need to be controlled that way in the first place,
bro. And one of them games versus Buffalo, the weather was bad. I don't think this nigga threw a pass, or he threw like two.
He threw two passes.
Yeah.
He threw two passes.
Threw two passes.
Like Mac Jones is perfect for the Patriots, bro, because they'll play dumb like that, bro.
Because here's my thing. In theory, any quarterback drafted in the first round has to be like one of one. Like this is like your guy. Like this guy can not only basically play at a high level, but he can actually elevate your team. So in the top 15, exactly. Yes. I would say first round, but that's what I'm saying. Like the perception is like crazy these days because basically what I'm saying is if you have to draft a right situation guy, he's not a first rounder. And I don't think I don't think a lot of people get that because they also have the wrong ideas about what that means. Like for instance, like let's look back at where Lamar Jackson was drafted. Any of those teams ahead of him could have used Lamar Jackson, but they were like, oh no, he's the quarterback you got to put in the right situation. Lamar Jackson is on a depleted offense, but he's just making shit happen every game. But so I'm gonna bring this full circle, Chuck, because I'm actually gonna bring this back to you. So also with this draft, there's not a quarterback I would take in the first round for those reasons, but for your Panthers, like let me put on my GM hat. For some reason, I actually think Kenny Pickett will be a good fit for them.
I've gotten to the point where I think Kenny Pickett or Malik Willis will be good. But the problem is the coach is on the hot seat, and not even because of his own doing is the really stupid part. Like he's on the hot seat because of the owner's pressure that put them into shitty situations with quarterbacks. And he can't make. If I would be legitimately surprised, and the fact that the Watson stuff is coming out means this is bullshit anyway. But I would be legitimately surprised if they took Pickett or Willis because that is a long-term decision. That's not a in the moment thing. There's a chance that if they get either one of them, if they start or not, the team is going 8-9, 9-8, and he'll be on the hot seat again. Like they might come out losing the first quarter of the year. They might go 0-4. And their schedule is harder this year than it was last year.
Yeah.
So it's like, as Fitterer and Rule, what do you do? Like Rule can get Willis and Pickett and be thinking, oh, the future of the Panthers. Man, fuck that. Like I'm about to lose my job.
This is why with the Panthers, I like going back to your point about Lamar Jackson. I wanted Cleveland to take Lamar Jackson because that speed you cannot teach. And when you put the ball in the hands of somebody that fast every play, good things are bound to happen. Even if he's not that good of a passer, we can work on
your
that.
floor. Your floor is high.
As long as you got 4.3 speed, like Justin Fields ran 4.3, that's fucking fast, bro. Like with him and Christian McCaffrey, there's so many things that you could have done, and Justin Fields can throw the ball really well if he's put in a situation to succeed. So that's why I don't understand why you don't take Fields, because as athletic as he is, he could have made shit happen to at least get you closer to the playoffs than where you are now with Sam Darnold.
I think part of it is the existence of Christian McCaffrey. They feel like, and he has shown that he is a perfect security blanket for a quarterback, no matter what the situation is, including if your offensive line is garbage. But when Christian McCaffrey went out, what happened? Darnold turned right back into Sam Darnold.
But I even think like when Cam came back and Christian played those couple games he played, like having an athletic quarterback, it makes everybody around you better because you have to put so much focus onto the quarterback. So if you have Justin Fields there, that takes some of the pressure off of McCaffrey, and that makes him even better because now all of the focus is going to be how the fuck are we going to stop this quarterback running 4.3 speed? Like, what are we going to have to do?
Yeah, because you got to sit there, you got to watch Christian McCaffrey, and you got to watch Fields.
Like, look at James Conner. Look at the year James Conner had before he got hurt. Like, he was leading the league in touchdowns for a good part of it just because he's with Kyler Murray.
Mm-hmm.
And James Conner, who and nothing against him, frankly, isn't that good.
That great.
No, but because of what you said, it takes pressure off him and it allows him to do more because the focus is on this mobile quarterback.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, just keep that nasty nigga out of Charlotte, man.
Yeah,
bro, it's happening, bro.
I don't want to have to move.
Look, we ain't talked about it on here, but I told you in the Discord, bro. They brought Cam back when there was rumors that they didn't like how the Carolina ended things with Cam. They signed this man's quarterback coach. Yeah, Deshawn. They signed his quarterback coach as well. It was a horizontal movement. He didn't even get a promotion. They just paid him more to come to Carolina. Like they rolling out the red carpet for Watson, bro.
That's really give up everything. They brought Cam back just because they were hoping Deshaun would get exonerated.
I don't have no proof of this.
We made it right with your boy.
I thought this when it happened. Like I was excited, but I was like, the fact because just following the news cycle real close for the analysts, it just kept coming up. The Panthers are still suitors for Watson. It was like the Panthers and Miami, and then it was just the Panthers. It's like the Panthers are at the forefront of this whole thing, and here we are, man. I'm spending the next 3 days. I need to put a little prayer circle for Watson to get taken somewhere else and Kirk Cousins to go somewhere else because this is what I got to deal with as a Panther fan.
Dog, I want
sorry about here.
That dirty nigga should be a Birmingham Stallion, man. Do not trade that nigga to any active NFL team. Nah.
Bro, NFL don't care, bro. They
don't care. They do not care.
People pointed out there's a lot more teams interested than it seems like. And I'm I believe that 100%. If he don't end up at the Panthers, he gonna end up at a place that probably ain't been mentioned this whole time.
Bro, because the NFL, look, and let's take Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley got suspended for gambling when he wasn't playing and for his team to win. Bro, niggas be beating women up. It's seen on camera. You get a hot 6 games, bro.
And you appeal it and get 3.
Yeah, Greg. Which one? Wasn't it Greg Hardy?
Greg
the nigga
Hardy
who fucking was body slamming people
on of assault rifles,
bruh. So the NFL does not care. The owners don't care. They really don't. Deshaun Watson in. They're like, oh yeah,
because their bottom line is money, which is why Kevin Ridley's suspension is so harsh because he messed with the money. You don't bet against the product, so that's why his suspicion is so harsh.
How do you spend that much time around the Falcons and bet on them to win?
With you,
nobody,
and you ain't playing. You're a key
you ain't playing.
They could win. You ain't playing.
And
hey, bro, you see Russell Gage out there, and yet you still
that man playing with special teams wide receivers. You've been on them.
Just think about the Falcons' history. Aside from them just being trash for a lot of it, get Dion, lose him. Andre Rison's house ends up burning down. Gets burnt down, probably for good reason. NFL Man of the Year gets caught soliciting a prostitute the night before the Super Bowl against the Giants. You bounce back and get Mike Vick. Mike Vick is dog fighting. You blow a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. You hire Bobby Petrino, who just leaves randomly. What? Nothing about the fact that Stephen A. always talks about the Cowboys are an accident waiting to happen. The Falcons are an accident waiting to happen because whenever something good happens to them,
no, they're an accident guaranteed to happen.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
For the NFL Man of the Year to get caught soliciting a prostitute the night before the Super Bowl, do you understand how wild that is? Like just how insane that is. Mike Vick breaks his leg, comes back, gets caught dogfighting.
Bro, they
Like-
won 28-3 in the Super Bowl. That tells you everything you need to know about them niggas, man.
Yep.
You should never bet on the Falcons to do anything but disappoint you.
Yeah, like I bet against the Falcons. That's what they're reliable on. Like I'm always betting against the Falcons.
It's
He
bum
probably
ass.
he realistically probably thought it would be cool if he just bet on his own team that day
Bro.
that he wouldn't get into that much trouble.
Bro, and then why would you do it under your own name? Like, I don't be like to any young nigga, if you come up and you got
Slide somebody your money.
and you
bro.
want to do something illegal, just have your mans do it, bro. You are the money, bro. You just lost out on $11 million to bet 1,500, bro. Let your mans bet
Dog.
1,500.
Hey, no, it was a joke, but they say his DraftKings name was C Ridley ATL.
What did Easy the Block Captain say to Steams when he was battling chess? You was fucking up the money. Yeah, somebody need to go.
Yeah.
But all right, yeah, we've gone way too long.
Yeah.
We got anything else?
No, I think that's it. Carson Wentz, rest in peace. Eagles, I'm done with you if you draft that nasty nigga. But yeah, that's all I got.
Isaiah Thomas is out here scoring, meaning they're gonna extend this bitch nigga 10-day contract.
Yep.
Cody Martin has missed only one shot. Devontae Graham has shot over 50%. The Hornets are winning.
Hard time for you, bro.
It's a rough day. It's rough being a hater sometimes, man. We ain't even get to a would you actually had a would you rather this week, but we'll save it for next week. Ain't like we've done it in 3 weeks anyway.
Rest
Chuck,
in
you
peace,
got
Mike
anything
P.
to plug?
No, just rest in peace, Mike P. Podcast coming soon. We almost there.
Yeah, I seen how y'all followed everybody but me.
Because you was gonna hate. We can't hate,
Hold on, I'm not about to hate on y'all. I'm gonna hate on Lee's movie selections. That I'm definitely doing. But Lee got y'all in there watching some art house shit.
It ain't just Lee though.
It ain't just Lee. I feel like I picked like without spoiling anything. I feel like I single-handedly picked the wildest one, and it is the
He did.
first.
And it's the first episode.
It's the first episode.
Like
Lee definitely
Lee
jumped
done
out the
converted all y'all into Criterion Channel 24 art house movie ass niggas.
Hey, shout out to Criterion.
Look at this shit. Even Joe Hova done got converted, man.
Yep.
Me and B Will the last of the Mohicans.
I'm going to watch some Criterion movies right after we finish this too.
Yeah, man. All right. Twitch.tv/FeeBaby. Watch him on the road to redemption, trying to get back and win the Super Bowl. You can't lose 3 in a row, dog. You can't be out here like Buffalo.
Bro, the worst part is last season I went undefeated all the way through the playoffs, and I was up 21-7 at halftime, and I still lost the Super Bowl.
Rap game, Jim Kelly.
Bro, I'll tell you, because I've been doing Madden franchises shit for probably about 7-8 years now. But when you go undefeated in the regular season, the momentum is going to shift. I don't know if you ever played a football game and you feel the momentum shifting, like random fumbles happen. Nigga ain't fumbled all year, magically start fumbling. That's the shit that happened when you go
yeah,
season.
Like Madden got caught for building that into the code. Like that's a thing.
Yeah, so like I've been trying to fight to overcome shit. It just wasn't. Like this man, I was up at halftime. He ran the kickoff back after half. Then I fumbled on the net. When I got the ball back, I fumbled. And then all of a sudden, I was playing catch up and I was up 2 scores. That's what Madden do to you, fam. So, yeah, I'm undefeated right now. I'm thinking about taking the L, but come through usually every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm streaming Madden.
Yeah. On last week's episode, doing Severance.
Yes.
Doesn't ATL start soon? Y'all gonna be doing 2 a days, 2 a weeks?
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring the whole crew on, have a rotation for ATL. So
Yeah, Atlanta coming
fire too.
We had to keep Courtney from doing Obi-Wan because we were afraid of legal action from her.
Oh yeah, the channel will get taken off YouTube if she reviews
she do
Obi-Wan. But
Damn, why?
You have you never seen her in the group meet talking all hornily about you and McCollum?
Oh, I thought I was like being fucking. Like, I'm like, damn.
No. Like he might send a
okay.
cease and desist letter if she gets on saying
he
something.
can be like, nah.
Like, hey, I don't even know if the nigga married. He might be like, I got a wife at home. You making it fire. But yeah, check out kidswearcrowns.com. Ryan just dropped something. I have to check that out. But Ryan wrote a post. Yeah.
Was it like a slaughterhouse eulogy or something?
No. I mean, Cricket Eye and Joel dropped that if you want to hear some cringy rap bars.
No, thank you.
I do not.
I do not.
Somebody else dropped the album today I was listening to that I thought was dope, but
Oh yeah, let me put this out here. I took a chance on the artist I've heard about and didn't really pay a lot of attention to. Lucky Day albums is pretty good.
yeah, that's who I was gonna say. Yeah, I actually checked that
Just
out.
now taking a chance. I feel like I've been trying to preach about Lucky Day.
But you know what's wild though? Like after listening to his album, I was like, oh yeah, he's putting on for like the young niggas. I like Wikipedia this nigga. He older than me, so
Yeah, nah, he's not a young.
he's
dude.
36. But yeah.
Giving me hope, man. Giving me hope. But yeah, Lucky Day. He is Malia also. If you've never heard of her, dropped a pretty good record a couple weeks ago.
I'll check that out.
Hey, Lil Durk album drop. I know y'all don't fuck with him, but I fuck with him. So
That man got Morgan Wallen on the album. I'm good.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I don't either, but I like the album. He dissing Young Boy on there, bro. Like we gotta support this, bro. He's dissing NBA Young Boy. We need that, bro.
I just pulled up the Lucky Day album so I can listen to it. He doing a lot on this cover. Hey, by the way, Lil
Yeah, the
Durk,
cover wild.
Yeah, the cover wild. Man.
Cover wild.
Lil Durk is on the
He is on the Lucky Day album. Yeah, nah,
and that song is a skip. Yeah,
it's some heat on that. It's some good new nigga R&B. I don't know if it'll end up on my album of the year list, which I'm keeping a running tally of this year, so I don't have to scramble at the last minute. But yeah, it's worth the spin. But yeah, it's the longest episode we've had since last year sometime. But anyway,
year probably.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. One.
Rest in peace, Mike P.